It is nighttime. Let's make it daytime. We can go tell Emmerich of the Gallows. Tons of stuff at the Gallows. Right, and then Hightown Markets. Fenris's mansion. You make it sound like he owns a mansion. Gotta go back to Ghislaine as well.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for us to come here, considering who we're with?
I'm used to it with my sister.
Maybe not, but we'll be cautious.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
These aren't direct opposites. I mean, this one is a clear opinion, this one is just the truth.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Just talking about it made him a rival. Okay. God. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of Templars there. Maybe we shouldn't go over there? Just maybe? Who are those people? A Wayward Son. Forget about that for now. Oh my god. Wait, there's Templars everywhere. Hold the phone. Every direction we look at. Emmerich, hi.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
We didn't find the net alive, but the others could be alive. Theoretically.
This isn't over. I'm going to get the bastard that did this.
I know how you feel, Sirrah.
Surely those in power will believe you now.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Okay, Fenris, just... What are you upset about now? I don't even know. Okay, we're back in the... This is the beginning area. You are also a Templar, aren't you? Oh my god, everybody here is a Templar. Holy crap. Oh my god.
I don't understand all these complaints. The new Knight Commander's no different than any other Templar.
Well, that's probably because you're not a mage. Mages probably feel the effects the biggest. Death
armor. The best outside of Orzammar.
of a Templar. The dry, dusty earth swallows up salty drops that splatter its surface. A tiny insect pauses, sensing the vibrations, and scurries off, leaving behind its invisible enemy. As the drops fall, the dark circles merge together, expressing a mirror to their creator. The primal emotions of bloodlust and sorrow blend into a lethal cocktail that breaks the strongest of men. The jurisdiction of strength must be left to the spirit, not arm nor chest. Only the wisest turn to his inner sanctuary, to partition the mind from an all-consuming madness. Seductive voices whispering promise of glory, weighting down the weaker path of the flesh, bringing a death far worse than that of hot lead or steel. These blank, hollow promises will echo the unfathomable eternally. Living comfortably amongst material possessions, it is easy to misunderstand the true meaning of uncontrollable hate. Failing to understand the power of fighting against pure, unfaltering beliefs, against foes that listen only to their soul. Uncontrollable hate, influenced and thus removed from innocence. The scar is permanent and eternal. The rain, now red, feeds the debt ode for actions past, seeking further into the earth as the mind draws slower. What was it that drew him, himself, to this situation? The mind ebbs and parts to a lingering memory of true innocence. He entered war as a newborn enters the world, unknowing of both the horrors and light of the Maker that will save him. The sound of metal sliding along leather comes from above him. From the second he was born to his soon-to-be dying breath, his mind was processing and analyzing knowledge and experiences. It is true that he thought he could be wise in his own eyes, but only the most humble recognizes that he knows very little. Bias, speculation, and all the false pretenses make way to the sound of the sweeping steel, and then finally, his soul, as ready as his eyes dry from this final understanding, enters his promise of its purest form. Oh, it's written like a literary work. I think we read this one back in Haven. In Origins. It's a reference to something, right? Yeah, okay. Leave the rest alone for now because I'm lazy. Hello? Hello? The weapon? I should be checking... you know what, just take away the staff. This is fine. Sell junk. Armor of the wall. What do I pay attention to if I want to upgrade my people's armor? Will it say who it's for? Those are for me, right? I mean, it might be for me, but I can't even wear it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Rune of Protection. Yeah, we're good for now. Thank you. Weapon shop. Rune of Fire. All good for now. Can I... Hey, is there a new codex entry? Pretty sure we've read this one.
I can't wait until I've had enough training to meet a real mage.
Right behind you. We've read this one. Updated? Yeah, we've read this one, haven't we? I'm pretty sure we have. The Gallows. The Seekers of Truth. Oh, there's so many randomly just lying around here. I want to switch my party. But there's no switching party thingy here.
Maybe you don't really understand the difference between spirits and demons.
Did I ask you?
Spirits were the first children of the Maker, but he turned his back on them to dote on his mortal creations. The ones who resented this became demons.
Oh my god, nobody asked.
Everything mortals had and gain back the Maker's favor.
Your Maker is a story you humans use to explain the world. We have our own stories. I don't need to borrow yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Elves have their own tales. That's totally fine. Where is my switching people thing? Do I have to go home? I just don't want to... Let's cool down a little bit. Everyone seems like they're very on edge. So, hold up here. Let me just throw this stuff into... Yeah, those things were the people's stuff. I don't want to throw away the belts and stuff, though. Probably someone's not wearing a belt right now, so we can just give it to them. Let's go, Aveline. Aveline... Varric... And... Oh, that's the same as the beginning setup, though. I kind of want to switch it up. Let's keep Anders, then. Keep Anders like that. And we'll go back to the Gallows. Although, talking to Templars like this...
Things about you, Anders. Not what I expected.
From a mage, you mean?
I didn't say that.
How else would you judge me? What else am I a shining example of?
I don't know. Other Fereldens lurking in Darktown? Mage or not?
You... have a fair point.
Yeah, he was healing. Hey, now that we have you around, are you not healing people in Darktown anymore? Are we taking you away from your true mission? Wayward Son. There's a third person here. Wait, I want to go... Wait, we're doing something else different now. Hold on. I want to continue on that one just now. Can we for now? We have to give the ring back to Ghislain. Well, the map person is around the corner. I'll give that first. It's just easier to keep track of if we keep doing the same quest at the same...
They put the Tranquil on display out here to intimidate other mages.
Oh, you?
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
This was free of its handler. Well, you're a lucky one. Thank you.
These are new. These people weren't here before.
I was never given the opportunity for a harrowing. The Knight Commander knew I was too weak.
You're a mage? You're a mage! You're the wait, are you a Tranquil?
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitus. Please, take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
How can I help?
It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah.
Really? Herbalist tasks: Spider Silk Gland, Dragon Fang, Iron Bark. The Dalish may know where to find it. Dragon, search the outskirts. We saw plenty of spiders. We'll keep a lookout. Don't think I need anything from you, though. Restoration Potion. Vitality and Energy. Health Regeneration. Mana, Stamina Regeneration. That's pretty good. Recipe. We can buy a recipe and make it ourselves. It's cheap. Okay.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
Mage goods. Walking sticks. Robes. See, can I compare it to the people, like, what are you wearing right now, Anders? Right, if I click on the person, it's comparing the stuff to what he's holding right now, right? Right. But the armor, he's not reacting to it. There's no comparison, so I'm guessing he can't wear it. None of them? I mean, I guess so. Oh, this one's better than what I have right now. So is the gloves. So are the boots. And these are pretty okay. You all have... Here, Anders, have a demonic amulet to match Justice. You want a nice attack belt? Oh, belt. That's all we need for now. Alright. Well... Ghislain's thing? Maybe it's a time thingy. It'll come back later. I forgot what it was called. The first sacrifice. Is it done? It actually is just completely done for now. Yeah, Emmerich is continuing his investigation, so we just wait till he comes back to us later on, I suppose. Okay, well in that case, let's look at the stuff here then. This one is about the missing son.
People talk about the circle like it's a prison. It's no different than anywhere in Thedas.
Missing son? Templars might know.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Ah,
to the
missing
void
brother.
That. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
Now, this is a lady earlier we saw in Town Square or wherever who was like, can you please help me find my brother? Different one. Lots of missing people around here.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Monsieur.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
Templars doing something shady? I actually kind of look like a Templar.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first ones disappeared weeks ago. There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Figures.
Andrew, shut up.
I honestly believe that.
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do what must be done.
What does that
Just
mean?
stay alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he was going outside Kirkwall. Clear his head, he said.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Knight Captain Cullen ordered it, right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
Knight Captain Cullen? Cullen, the guy from the Mage Tower? Oh yeah, there was like a guy from the Circle Tower who was all like, let's kill all the mages because they might all be possessed back in the first one. That guy?
In these trying times, the Knight Commander is doing what she needs to protect us.
Please find Wilmot. Find out what they're doing to the recruits.
This initiation ritual... I haven't slept for days.
Everybody has their own secret rituals. The harrowing, the joining ritual, and now this. This is the missing son. Elven alienage.
Are you the Templar who is pursuing the boy Fenris?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Are you a friend of his?
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
But you guys are the ones who made him frightened.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fenris soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
You're not doing a very good job so far.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
Oh.
True. Sadly, there are more mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson.
Oh,
he
we saw
left
him.
the order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fenris went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
Wasn't that the dwarf dust guy? That was a special thing then, huh? Aveline being here enabled that option? Cool. The whole thing just doesn't work though. How many Templars do you have? How many mages can you have? Templars must be trained. You're not born a Templar. The mages are. There's just no way that you can keep up with trying to track every single mage down. Everyone that tries to escape. And the ones who are always being born every day. And the ones who are just not registered. They're just apostates. According to you. Let's see. Samson was the dwarf dust guy, wasn't it? At the docks? Loose ends? You said at nighttime, though. Okay. The Samson that we just saw, that guy's name was Samson, right? I thought it was a dwarf dust guy that was in the beginning of the docks area, or... Am I remembering? No. No, he is here. Yes, yes, earlier we were in... Darktown, that's right. It is, yeah. It's him.
What do you know? I was told my old friend Thrask was advising you folks to seek me out. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who got the dust.
That's why you're looking for dust. Because you're still addicted. The lyrium dust.
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, it just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Did you meet the boy?
Afraid so. Blighter was dead broke though, not a silver on him. I helped one mageling for free, and I'll never get paid again.
I pity any mage who is forced to rely on you for protection.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
Captive? For what reasons? For ransom reasons?
Please tell me it's not too late to save him.
Rumor has it, Rayner had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking? You might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars.
Oh no.
Or worse.
But who can pay? You have to only do a ransom on people who actually will get, you know, people paying for them, right? But these are poor people, one living in the alienage and all that. Warehouse in the docks tonight. Night Captain Cullen and Wilmot. We'll do that in a sec. Aveline, after this one, we'll go outside too. I know you've been waiting for a while for us to do your thing. And we will. We will. Just hold up. Wait, what? Oh, the door. Docks at night.
Never a shortage of idiots who think they can take the streets in the dark. But good reward in getting rid of them.
Good reward back at the Hanged Man. We'll look into it. Actually, earlier when we were in Darktown, nobody said anything, right? Does that mean that people aren't gonna come bother me again in Darktown? Maybe. Okay, it might be related to the ship captains here. Yes, Arthurius' private dock. Are we gonna fight people immediately? Do you want to talk a little bit first? The answer is probably no.
Trap!
Trap. Let's get the trap first. Enforcer. Sailors. We're just killing sailors? I mean, okay. Damn, the Twin Fangs is so good. Oh, trap. Wait, the guy's standing right on the trap. He's allowed to, I guess. Okay, you guys deal with that. I'll deal with whatever's happening here. Aveline, come and help me.
What a waste. May I trust they guide you?
Are people standing on the traps though? We gotta be careful about that.
All set.
They're just sailors. I don't see any hostages here. This is the right thing, right? Yeah, Wayward Son. Oh no, we're looking at a chest for the ending. The last time we looked in a chest, or a container, all we found was bones and a ring. Maybe not the best of signs. Where's the guy even? Raynor? Was it one of the people we killed? Didn't seem so. Lots of doors here.
Get a hold of her!
Please, help me. Anyone.
Get the hands! I heard they can't do no spells without hands.
Another mage. Oh no!
You know nothing of magic.
Oh no! Oh, and there's no way for us to turn that back.
I don't like the looks of
Pretty sure. Now we're done for. Let me get that trap first. Twin Fangs is actually so good. Gotta say it a million times. Sorry, lady, we came too late. So what happened there then? She gave in to the calls of the demons from beyond the Fade. I remember there was an entry, a codex entry back in the Circle Tower in Origin that talked about Abomination specifically, right? How they have to basically give up for that to happen. Let the demons possess them. Corpses? Hold on, that's a little bit different than what I asked for. What the hell? There's more and more dudes. Where'd you all come from?
That poor girl. Who do you suppose she was? We should see if there's anything here to identify her.
Blood letter. Oh, this is good. 20 physical damage. Replacing this one, right? Yes. Messy kills, what does that mean? Maybe there's gonna be a lot of blood or something. Thrask's letter. Father, I know of the sacrifices you've made to conceal my secret, but I am a child no longer. I cannot burden you my whole life, lest my secret destroy us both. I must live my own life as a woman, and as a mage. It is oddly freeing to write the word. Farewell, Father. I hope one day you will make peace between what you have been taught and what you have seen. All my love, Olivia. It's so painful for the entire family to have a mage. And that's not even really their fault. They were just born that way. Hideout location map. Right, so that lady, another person in a similar situation, but not the son we're looking for. Captain Raynor's accounts sold 2 barrels of fish, Viscount's Keep, 3 barrels of rum, Hanged Man, 1 male human mage, Danzig, Undercity. He just writes it out here. 1 male human mage. Okay, wait. Human? He's half human, half elf? Well, he might not know that. Because maybe a half human, half elf just looks like a human. Hold up. Was that it? Right, Danzig. We gotta go there. Alright. Let's get out of here then. Do you guys...
Bugger off.
Okay, sure. And there's nothing else around here for now. Would like it if we kept it that way. Surprisingly, no one's out to get me. Good. Okay, well... Danzig. Darktown again. Sure. Better to let the mother know about the son ASAP. But this one's a main quest, right? Surprisingly. It feels kind of like a side quest.
I could use your consult, Anders.
Bring it to Darktown and I'll get you a salve or something.
What? No. I need to know some things about mages.
Why?
I'm a guard. I'm the first person who has to deal with... trouble.
You want help killing people like me?
Not every mage can be trusted.
Nor every guard.
In fact, the only thing tying these people together is basically me. If Aveline just saw Anders on the streets, maybe she would attack him. Well, except for Anders, basically, because Anders is the one mage that everyone seems to know as the one guy who's healing people. So maybe besides him. Oh, it's you, the slaver!
Why, look here, boys. Volunteers. Clap 'em in irons and let's see what the Tevinters will pay for 'em.
Hey, for me? Do you want to talk? I want to find out a little bit more.
Answer my questions and I won't trouble you about this little operation.
That's a lie.
You die now, there won't be any trouble at all. Shut this bitch up.
That is a freak ton of people. Let's get rid of... Oh my... Who even are you, Danzig? Bye! Goodbye! Oh, this guy's a loser, whatever. Killed your boss. The rest of you can just fall over and die now. That would be fine. Hey, that guy just spawned in from nowhere. I saw that. The Twin Fangs is definitely like a kill the boss kind of move. Insane. Yeah, look at that. Okay, Varric. Varric I haven't tried before. We have Pinning Shot, Immobilize the target for a short time, Stun. You have... Oh, you also have a Miasmic Flask. Because you're a rogue as well. Bursting Arrow. So I'll put Miasmic... Yeah, I'll do it like that. 2, 3... Speed. Is it active right now? Oh, there's a mage here. We should get the mage. Yeah, burst over there. Varric's getting attacked quite a bit though. Hawke, maybe you want to come over here. Help him out. Woo! Fantastic.
Walk away. Don't get full of yourself. There's got to be something here that shows where he shipped Fenris.
Did he ship him already? I hope not. But it looks that way. Map to the Wounded Coast. Oh!
Looks like they took him to some bolt hole in the Wounded Coast.
Well, we've been there already. Maybe it's one of those places that we couldn't go to before. Some cave or something. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's another one telling us to go outside. Go back out. Leave Kirkwall for a little bit. And there's this clinic. Something I want to try doing. Wait, we should go back to Hanged Man first. See if there's any rewards or... Talk to the rumors guy, maybe. How are you doing?
Still living with that uncle of yours in Lota? Nobody stabbed you yet?
Unfortunately, no. Hanged Man? I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Dark Epiphany, Errant Letter, Viscount's Keep. Hold on, Fenris's Mansion. Can I talk to my people? I can't talk to them when they're in my party, right? I have to do it when they're not. Are you here? What? Why did you get codex entries here, dude? Hey, chapter 3!
Agrigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
Okay, I don't need every conversation to be a flirting conversation. Especially when he's talking about something, he's clearly opening up and talking about something that he might not be talking about with everybody.
You were his servant as well as his bodyguard.
I was his slave. I propped up the furniture when he was so inclined.
Are you living here?
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
He must be living here then, actually. Just like how Meryl's living at the alienage.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
That's a lie.
I've started a life here.
And that's it? You leave it behind so easily?
I lost my brother to the Blight.
And now he no longer matters to you? I apologize. Your life is your own. It simply sounds very familiar.
What do you mean he no longer matters to me? That doesn't have anything to do with me making Kirkwall my home. Yes, he matters, but does that mean that I'm gonna go back and miss Ferelden because of that? There's nothing left there for me.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now.
Oh wow.
Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
Technically, I'm pretty sure I'm also a hireling. Maybe just a little stronger one than average, that's all.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
This is kind of exactly like Liliana and Marjolaine again. Really depends on the guy, the kind of guy that Denarius is. He sounds spiteful though. Just like Marjolaine, she would never have let Liliana go if we didn't kill her. But I want to see, like I can just say, yeah, that's good, but this one I feel like will give me more information.
You won't let sleeping dogs lie?
No. I am no fool.
Yeah, a slave and a master, bit of a different relationship than former lovers, right? So he doesn't have that same hang-up that Liliana had with Marjolaine.
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
Depends on if you have coin.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
You don't remember anything. That's rough.
Sounds like a tough situation.
I'm not made of glass. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
Maybe I should be thanking Anso.
Maybe you should. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
Oh my goodness! Okay. Alright. Just talking about it makes him angry, maybe? Yeah... I feel like someone with Fenris's background would be very, very, very slow to trust. But of course, it's a video game, and you gotta fall in love with the main character and all that. History of Kirkwall, Chapter 3. The Qunari first thundered into Kirkwall in 756 Storm during the last of the new Exalted Marches. The collected nations of Thedas were attempting to drive the Qunari from the northern mainland once and for all. Qunari armies were on the retreat, but in a desperate gamble, their fleet circled around the Amaranthine coast and landed a great force near the Marcher city of Ostwick. Their plan was to overwhelm the Marcher cities of Starkhaven and Kirkwall, Starkhaven to block the roads leading north, and Kirkwall to block ships on the Waking Sea coming from Orlais, all in an effort to deny supplies of the Thedas army's assaulting Ravane. The attack on Starkhaven eventually failed, but Kirkwall was attacked in a daring night raid where the Qunari used their unleashed Sarabas mages in an unprecedented display of sorcery. The walls were torn down and the city was taken, and for the next 4 years, Kirkwall endured the most brutal occupation in its history. Writings from that time are scarce. It was not until after the city was freed that the Qunari deeds came to light. Children taken from families, forced conversion to the Qunari religion, and brutal labor camps. It's ironic that the old slave quarters of Lowtown, still intact after centuries, provided the perfect means for the Qunari to control the city's people. When the famous Orlesian chevalier Sir Mitchell Lafale rode into the city after finally defeating the Qunari defenders, he wrote, "Kirkwall is full of people with empty eyes that have had all independent thought driven from them." When Lafale was appointed the city's first Viscount by the Emperor in 760 Storm, he made it his mission to undo the religious conditioning. The Lafale bloodline remained popular enough that when the city finally rebelled against Orlesian rule in 8-5, Blessed, Viscount remained the enduring title for Kirkwall's rulers despite its origin. Well, only back then, because we know from reading Chapter 4 that doesn't last. There ended up being a civil war, and the new person who's the boss now is the Knight Commander of the Templars.
We should move on.
Okay, maybe I'll come back from time to time. The Imperial Chantry. There are those who would tell you that the Chantry is the same everywhere as it is here, that the Divine and Val Royeaux reign supreme in the eyes of the Maker, and that this fact is unquestioned throughout Thedas. Do not believe it. The Maker's second commandment, magic must serve man, not rule over him, never held the same meaning within the ancient Tevinter Imperium as it did elsewhere. The Chantry there interpreted the rule as meaning that mages should never control the minds of other men, and that otherwise their magic should benefit the rulers of men as much as possible. When the clerics of Tevinter altered the Chant of Light to reflect this interpretation of the commandment, the Divine and Val Royeaux ordered the clerics to revert to the original chant. Yeah, this is an old one. Just talking about the disputes between the two sides, the Orlesian Chantry and the Val Royeaux and the Black and the White Divine and all that stuff again. The male and the female divine. After 4 exalted marches to dislodge these rebels, all that the Chantry and Val Royeaux accomplished was to cement the separation. It's just separate now. You're not going to get it back together again because they have slightly different beliefs. The Circle of the Magi today rules Tevinter directly. He dispensed with the old rules forbidding mages from taking part in politics, and within a century, it turned into a magocracy, was it? The mages are also the people taking political positions, which, yeah, well, if you have one guy who's a normal guy, and then you have another guy who's a mage, the stronger person taking the political position, some places are going to be like that. They just have more physical power. Physical? Mage power? The Imperial Divine is now always drawn from the ranks of the First Enchanters and operates as Divine and Grand Enchanter both. This is utter heresy to any member of the Chantry outside Tevinter, a return to the days of the Magisters, which brought the blights down upon us. But it exists, and even though we have left the Tevinter Imperium to the mercies of the dread Qunari, still they have endured. You do your thing, they do their thing. Well, you can't convince everyone to do what you want them to do. Adventures of the Black Fox. Born Lord Remy Vascal. I think we read this one. I remember vaguely. The Black Fox is kind of like Robin Hood, right? He made fun of and basically ran circles around the Lord of Valsheven. He wore a mask, disrupted the Lord's plans, to the point that the Lord put a huge bounty on him. And that's where the nickname the Cunning Fox stuck. The main bounty hunter who took the job to kill him, Herbalist, ended up becoming Remy's lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times. And then wasn't there something about a woman somewhere? So he's been terrorizing the Lord's men and foiling his tax collectors. Remy ended up betrayed by his lover, Servana de Montfort. Yes. And then he ended up getting rescued by his friends, including a repentant Servana, and then they escaped Orlais. And then the legends basically put him everywhere in Thedas because he was becoming so infamous. Joined by his companions, Carolus and Servana, the wise dwarf Bullock, and the tempestuous knight, Sir Clementus. But at some point, they all just disappeared. Stories say he and his friends voyaged into the heart of the Arlathan forest, seeking the sunken city of the elves, and never returned. Well, it is what it is. Maybe we'll see him someday, huh? It actually wasn't that long ago.